Good afternoon, YouTube. This is man, Latoya George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bible Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, I had a busy week. I just had a couple of back-to-back interviews. Had a little space, a little piece of quiet. This is my my fourth interview, and really it's going to be my third in a row because I got one tomorrow. Like I said, folks, November is my month because it's my birthday month. I was born on the 19th. That's a week from now. And, I'm getting some gifts. I appreciate when I get an opportunity to talk to ladies like this. This lovely lady, she just turned pro, can you believe it, a week ago at the Olympia, the biggest stage for bodybuilding. She compared to amateurs, and she was double dipping. She's doing both figure and physique. And I believe she turned pro in women's physique. I saw the pictures, and it was a pretty impressive lineup. Right here, we have the lovely Miss Latoya Moody. And Miss Moody has been competing for a good while. She's also a nurse, a wife, and a mother. So we're going to ask this lady, who is just a beautiful tall drink of water right here in front of me, how did you start in this sport, as I say, of muscle and masculinity? Appreciate it.
Well, it's interesting. I've never really been and consider myself an athlete at all. I've always been like the brains of my family. And after I had my youngest daughter, who's 9 now, things just weren't really going right. I really, I was like kind of at that point in my life, like, am I going to let the age get me and just kind of let it all go? Or am I going to fight that? And I decided like, no, this is like, I'm going to get this body back. I'm going to get me back. And I met a friend. I started going to this gym. A lot of bodybuilders and everything were there. And I kept getting a lot of people saying, you would be great in competing. Like you should think about it. And I never really thought about it. And my coach came up to me one day and she's like, you know what? You need a coach. I'm like, okay. And then she, she's like, we're going to pick out a show. I started in natural bodybuilding in NGA Federation. And we started doing that. I actually did figure and physique in that arena. I went pro in both within a year. And then, I don't know. I always thought physique was like, I'd have to get a lot bigger. I'm natural. Being a natural athlete, I just didn't think I could compete. So I kind of chose to just go figure route. And last year, my posing coach, who's an IFBB physique competitor, 2 weeks before nationals in December, she said, you should consider doing physique. Like you just, you're really good. You have the musculature there and, you should consider it. So I was like, okay, I'll do both. And I crossed over and I got top 5 in that. And then, I was like, okay, for this one, I'm going to do the same. I really like the physique posing. And so, that's what kind of led me on that route. Really, my coach is the one who saw this vision for me. Her name's Shirley Shepard, and Harry Wilkin are both my coaches. And they were like, as soon as she met me, she's like, you know what? You are a pro. You're going to be a pro. And I don't think I really believed her up until December nationals just now. And I was like, you know what? I know that I'm a pro. I know I am. I just need the card and I need them, I just need that the judges to see it or whatever. And so I really think, that's part of what led me to really accomplishing it this time. In my heart, I just knew it. So
yeah, it's like I said, it's a tough craft when because you were doing natural, and there's a lot of difference between a natural bodybuilding and what the NPC IFB is, because natural is different look and conditions a lot different compared to, because one thing people always talk about, one thing about bodybuilding, always either finger pointing because they use steroids or performance enhancers, but almost everybody use something to help them grow or whatever else. But it's good that you found your path, and you say your coach's name is Shirley Shepard.
Yes, and yeah. Harry.
And Harry, and that's and those people helped you out and find your potential. And you said that like I think like a lot of ladies who starting in sport, because they had the kid, and then sometimes life is like I can stand battling the battle of the bulge. You can see me right now, and it's just you find that passion. When it's good that you have the support of your family. And what's your husband's name?
His name's Tommy.
Tommy. Say, hey. Tom got a job? I'm sorry. I have to, that Martin.
I know. He says that all the time.
Rest in peace to the late Tommy Ford, great actor. But yeah, it's good that you found this sport because you know what? A lot of people don't understand bodybuilding. I know with your family, when you're like your husband, the kids, and the other family, what was that conversation when you decided to get into bodybuilding with your husband and you?
I mean, like I said, I've always been a brainiac. My husband is a football coach. He played professional football for a little bit. So he's always been athletic. And, that was the key piece that was missing. So I think once I started to do this, he really enjoyed me like being athletic and, kind of seeing that route. So he was definitely supportive and all, they love it. My daughter's always like, oh my God, my friends are like, your mom's jacked. Your mom is so your mom's so strong. So they get a kick out of it and they love it. So and I'm now my kids all are doing sports. So I feel like, that our kids are watching us, and I want them to be healthy. And, I'm just hope that I can show them some example so that, when they get older, whether they take it as far as I did or get into that, it's not, I just want them to be healthy, exercise, eat right. And so they definitely see that, in the house with me. So they're learning it.
That's pretty good. The children learn from good examples, especially eating right, eating healthy. Like I know when they're younger, we started. Sometimes they didn't want to eat what mommy's eating because eating dry rice and quinoa and chicken breast, and they're eating hot
Yeah.
dogs and French fries. It's one of the things, the process of growing as a bodybuilder. We got here. It's my man here, KL the Wonder. He says, yes, yes, y'all. Yeah, he's from New York, and he's wild, and he also does content on bodybuilding and other stuff. But yeah, and what was that first time like when you got on the stage for yourself? What was that first feeling like?
When it's actually how I feel every time. I like want to vomit, and I'm like, because I'm kind of a recluse. Like I'm outgoing. If you look on my page, you'll see that. But really,
Mhm.
I'm kind of a recluse, and I get really shy. I mean, once I get on stage, I kind of turn into this alter ego. People always say I have great stage presence, but I get really nervous. But I'm just like, okay, I'm here now. Let's get it. Let's show them. And first time on stage, I was real nervous, just to get up there and be judged. But it felt great. And I think I was like third, I was top five my first show. But just seeing all those other beautiful women up there just gave me that motivation. And I was like, huh, I think if I keep working at this, like I could like, who knows where I could be. It's kind of the thoughts that I had after my first show.
Yeah, I could have said about having alter egos, and you talk about beautiful women. I have an alter ego too. I should have warned him about before he started. He comes in every now and then. He's my alter ego. This is the other guy,
I saw him
and
when I
we talked
logged
about
in.
yeah, you talk about beautiful women and Latoya, you are beautiful. I gotta be. I'm sorry. He comes in once in a while. He's like, I got quite a few multiple personalities. That's the other guy. He's the Joker. He just comes out when it's anarchy and chaos around, and
I know, I love
and
it.
yeah, it just I remember a while back I was talking with Mikael. We're doing an interview with Bob Dobbins. Have you ever heard of Mr. Bill Dobbins? Man, he said that you might need. I don't put out too much, but I say I try to just have fun with it because you know what? When I do interviews, I want to have fun, and plus he completes me. So,
Exactly.
so here it is for KL DeWander. He says, she's healthy. She looks healthy. Yeah, because it was just a week ago. She just did the Olympia amateurs, and like I said, it was I think I interviewed a couple of evaders last year who earned their pro cards at the amateurs in Las Vegas, and and it was a great opportunity. I saw, so you know what, and reach out to a couple other ladies, but you're the ones who responded, so we appreciate that. So it's like that feeling on stage and people looking at you, and you said you like the posing between figure and physique, because we know with figure you just don't have the four mandatory poses and most is just turns. With physique you have more of you can move around a little bit, pose some
Right.
bit, you can really, there's more animation to it. With figure, just like it's just a vision where you just move here, right, 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 right. So what's the plan now as you are now a pro? Now, are you thinking about sticking with figure, or going up to physique?
To be honest with you, I really don't want to get that much more muscle on me, and I just feel like it probably needs to be a while for me to do it. To grow into that is what some of the feedback I got from some of the judges, that really I'm more of a pro figure, which I like figure. So I'll probably stick with figure. Maybe I may do a pro show in physique, just to have fun, maybe, or just to see. But I think I'm probably more geared to figure is where I
Hmm.
may stick. That's what I've always kind of thought in my mind. Because I really don't want to get that much bigger.
Yeah, that's always the thing where with some ladies who go certain divisions, they want a division that fits with their genetics or their how their body developed. Because you are a lot taller. Because I said we
Right.
talk, she's 5'9", and it's a lot harder for the women who are taller to put on the muscle to compete, especially in divisions like most definitely physique and women's bodybuilding. I think figures is a better division because it's more for women who are more taller, who have more presentation, with the height. Where with the women in physique and women's bodybuilding a little bit shorter, like the one lady who just won her fourth champion, and you're just Shaw. Oh God, I love her.
Right. Oh,
Oh,
she's beautiful.
she's just like she's at the movie Fifth Element. She's perfect, and
Yes.
and she's not that tall. She's like about a 5'5", 5'4", and just really
Right.
where she how her body fits and grows. I have a lady, she's a friend of mine, Tina Williams. Her and her husband, she is like 5'9", and she's been cooking bodybuilding for quite some time. There's like Michaela Aycock, who's 4'11", and I think it's harder with her because she's shorter. But like I said, it's about how you grow aesthetically as a competitor. And I think, yeah, figure would be the better division for you. But then, like I say, you say you want to maybe dip your feet in physique.
Right. I do like the physique posing. I just like my upper body, I don't know. I really don't want to get any bigger. And they were like, you have to grow, you'd have to take some years off, to put some more muscle on. And I'm like, I'm okay with that. I'll just stick and let me just get more, crisp everything up with what I have now, make it better, and just, and stick with that, is where I'm kind of thinking. And my coaches are the same. They think that I'm probably better geared at figure.
Because I think it's more about. I remember I interviewed. I've been like I said, most of my interviews were mostly with girls who compete in physique and bodybuilding. But I've been interviews with girls in figure two, and they really tell me that the thing is it's mostly about your shoulders and your back with figure
Right.
more than everything else. You have to have that small end taper waist. The X factor is different between figure and physique and bodybuilding. Even if you look at the girls over at fitness, like I said, I was watching a video of Missy Trescott, and some of them look like I think with Missy, she really where her I think it was her medistics and her other things she broke, and I think she said she's gonna take some time off. And I remember a couple of days who had that injury, they actually did figure for a minute, and I think it worked for them because they still had the
Right.
aesthetics. It's I think it's
Right.
yeah, it's just easier to go to the division that works closer to your other division. You don't have to do all the jumping around chicken sweat.
Right.
So yeah, so folks, we're gonna jump into Mrs. Moody's social media for a bit and look at some pictures, stuff like that. You can follow her social medias in the description. You check her out. But guys, and it's no face to you, Latoya. This is what I always tell these guys out there. She has a husband. She got a kid that looks like he's Sasquatch. No B pics. Stop it.
Yes.
Just some
None of
help.
that.
I know this is a beautiful, muscular chocolate woman in front of you guys. I know you get excited, but calm down, okay? Last thing you want to do is have two big dudes in front of your house knocking at your door. Say, that's my mama, man. That's my mama, man. So we're going to go ahead and jump in her social media for a bit. We're going to look at some stuff here. And there she is right here where she got, look at that expression on your face. When you took second in the overall, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh. And what was I think you had two medals. You won in women's figure, or you were
I
what was
won.
it?
I was second in my class in figure.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't win overall. I didn't win my class. I was second. I got the gold, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Or
Okay.
silver.
And this is your coaches?
Yes, that's my coaches. They have been with me from the very beginning. I tell them, so much of my training, you see these people and they're working out and they're like loving it and they're lifting every heavy weight. And I'm telling you, I whine a lot. My coach always tells me she's like my pacifier, because I mean, it's hard, lifting that weight, but I do it. But I wouldn't be able to do and train as hard as I did without them. They really have molded me into what I am now.
And this
That's
is
my
so
first. That one up top. That's my first NGA competition that I did, and my
yeah,
posing was
yeah,
terrible.
yeah,
But
yeah. You look like you're trying like you're pumping something, like you're going like,
yeah.
and here is you, coach again. This is your picture before you got into it, and and there goes
Right.
your coaches, and yeah, it's a process to understand about what you ladies go through. This is your man. This is Tommy. Tommy, you got a job, Tommy. I just
Yeah.
and it's good that you had him supporting you. How long y'all two been together?
Oh my gosh, we both went to Gainesville, University of Florida, and I met him his freshman year, my sophomore year, and we've been together since that was what 2001. So we've been together a long time.
Yeah, huh, yeah. So you're the older woman in the relationship.
Yeah,
And,
by a month actually,
by a month.
just by a month.
That's right.
But yeah, I met him. We're both Gators, and he played for University of Florida. So yeah, she's getting ready to compete. And this actually, I want to think she competes in a couple weeks, maybe like a week or two. She goes to the gym I go to, and she's crossing over from bikini into figure. So she's gonna do great.
And what's your friend's name?
Her name's Aspen.
Aspen. Okay. And,
Yeah,
she, I
but
think,
she's
yeah,
definitely one to watch out for. She's gonna be great.
yeah. And this is where you got a little makeup on. You got the little gold leaves. So,
Yeah, I did. I've always wanted to do a photo shoot after my shows, and I usually can never like look good long enough because I'm so ready to eat food. And my friend, she competes bikini. Um, her name's Lacey Oakley, and she reached out to me. She was down for the Olympia. She lives in Naples, and she was like, we should do a photo shoot. So that was me. That was some pictures of us during that photo shoot. So
yeah.
pictures of that will be coming soon. They turned
Yeah.
out great. She's amazing.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Like I think that's what a lot of ladies do the photo shoots, really, especially for the social media. Also, the way you make a little money income between the shows, because
Right.
bodybuilding is not very lucrative business. Here's a picture right here. You got great development. I mean, I think maybe figure is probably we could look at your. It's not as big, but you still have that great X factor. You see the definition in your
Right.
quads. You see a good bicep development. I know you guys are looking, so here, keep calm. And right here, you also work as a nurse. So
I'm a nurse practitioner.
yeah,
Yes.
so pretty much you're like a doctor, but you don't have the extra AMD on you.
Correct. I'm the
Yeah.
side. I'm her, but I prescribe. I prescribe and treat just like the physician.
And how long you been doing as a nurse?
I've been a nurse practitioner for about 16 years, I think. I've been with my boss probably for like 12 or 13, I think. I do infectious disease. So during COVID, we were slammed, got that was like all of our business right there.
Yeah,
But yeah, I love it. I love healthcare. I love bodybuilding. I love it all.
yeah. I got a lady I did interview. We come really friend. Her name is Daphne Holmes, and she's a nurse also. And she's also working during the time when the pandemic. It was awful. My mother, she got the virus, and after a while, she passed away from that. But she was already sick. I was
Oh,
taking care of her for a good while. We just had to
yeah.
say, I will say to you, thank you for your service. Even though Veterans Day, when I say Veterans, I say to them, I say, we appreciate the sacrifice they make. But for you, I would say thank you for your service, because you do truthfully provide a service for us who are like me, myself. I have a condition where I have congestive heart failure. I have a pacemaker. Been having that for at least
Yeah.
almost 10 years. But I've been doing pretty strong. And before my mom passed away, I was like nearly 500 pounds. But I said, it's time to take care of stuff. Now, this is your boy right here, fellas. So that's why I tell you, no D pics. This boy, this is,
Yeah.
yeah. I remember, say, how tall is the boy again? I remember we said it.
He's 6'7".
6'7". Damn. This is it's like this. Like back in the slave days, nobody slavery. The bigger, stronger slaves. You put together the bigger, stronger, slaves together. So it's like imagine you put Lisa Leslie with Shaquille O'Neal.
Right.
You get Yao Ming. So, but yeah, you should be proud of yourself.
Thank you.
And these are your little babies, your little girls. And it's good you inspired them. Because I saw one of them. She plays volleyball and looked like she has a future
Yeah.
athlete. What did the youngest baby do? He's just beating the baby.
She likes basketball. She's getting into volleyball too. So we're getting there. But my middle one, she's all volleyball. She likes
Yeah.
basketball too, but volleyball is her sport.
Yeah. What's this? Ooh, this looks like this is good. What's that?
Oh my
Ooh.
goodness. So those are like these little egg. I couldn't eat any of those, by the way,
Oh,
for months. I couldn't eat them. But my kids kind of do like low carb, kind of keto style. So those are like some little egg cups that I made for them for the morning. Cause being a nurse practitioner, my kids go, I take my kids to school. I have to get up so early. So prep is like key, not just for my food, but for them. So I'm always trying to find something that they can just grab and go. So those are just some little pictures, and I try to share little tidbits when I can.
yeah. Well, we said eggs. I just said, nah, I don't touch eggs. But yeah, and it's good that you are taking time, you're being a good mom, taking care of your children, and then trying to compete and to work out. It's tough, especially finding the time, and I know your husband, he's working, he's doing the thing with his coaching. It's a process. And a lot of people don't understand there's so much sacrifice you have to make.
Right.
You got to get up in the morning. You go to the gym, you got to do cardio, you got to do this, you got to do that. It's so much that people may not understand about bodybuilding. It's still, some people see it as this is a strange sport, but it is a sport. It takes a lot of work to make your way into the sport. We got here from my man, KL. He says, congratulations on your accomplishments. Also, we have it from, I don't know the name right. It's Rika Charlo. She's an amazing provider to our patients. Oh, this must be a friend of
Oh,
yours.
that's yeah. She's my coach. She's my nurse assistant that helps me in the clinic I work at on Mondays.
And it's Arika. I got the name right, or
Erica.
Erica. I don't know what these kids. These crazy. I mean, come on. Erica's supposed to be. What? Ugh. I mean, I'm like I said. I'm gonna be 59 in on the 19th. I'm at the point where I don't know. I mean, common names. What happened? I mean, my name is George. It's a simple name. The spelling is easy. Why you gotta take these parents, these modern day parents? I don't have kids. I don't have kids, but I help raise my nieces and nephews, and they have names that we can use, except for pretty much all that. Yeah. Laugh, Rika. What was your parents doing when they gave you that name? I don't know. But I'm just picking on Rika. So, but I thank you, Rika, and also for you. Also, thank you for your service. Also, so yeah. So as you know, as I say this often, this is not a very lucrative sport, especially you got kids to take care of. One's maybe someday going to go to college, the other one's going to go to college. When do you feel like, as a competitor, what you need, especially, financially wise, would you like sponsorship, or would you think, most definitely sponsorship can help you on your way, maybe to make your goals as IFB Pro?
I mean, of course, I would definitely be interested in sponsorships. I just saw where, all this time I thought, I don't know why I was thinking like pro, like the entry fees and everything would be even more because it's pro sport. But, you don't even have to you don't pay entry fees, which is pretty cool. So I definitely would be interested in sponsorships, maybe for like a swimsuit or a competition suit. Those can be a little bit pricey. I love makeup. So I don't really do a whole lot of supplements. I do one supplement that I use mainly, and some other, little accessories. But I definitely will be down with some sponsorship. Somebody want to come in my DM and have me sponsor some of their products for sure.
Yeah, but this is what I say to out there who, if you follow this video, you're watching it. She's serious sponsorship, not when these guys said, "You know what, Latoya, you're a tall drink of water. You excite me. So if I do something, no, unless you want Tommy knock at your door." No,
Right.
be genuine interested. Because, like I said again, this is a expensive sport, especially for you women. Guys got to wear a pair of board shorts and banana hammocks. You ladies have to have your hair done, your makeup done, jewelry. Your suits,
Yes.
that's right there. That's pretty much rent and a car note. Um, Travel to the shows. And now that you're no longer an amateur, you're going to pay entry fees, but you still have a lot of responsibilities of others. Especially, you have to make sure you renew your pro card every year. That's like $200-$300 a year. And one thing I feel
Right.
like this, organizations like the IFBB and EPC should take care of their athletes. Like, especially instead of getting what happened to Missy Trescott, I think she probably can afford with this, but still, I think it should be more like, you with your job, you have benefits. If something happens where they cover any kind of any issues, or like I said, when you say, what, I'm done with bodybuilding, I want to walk away, I want to retire. And like I got a friend, he used to play, his name is Big Keith Williams, he's played in the NFL. He's a professional bodybuilder. He said after he left the game, he still gets a reasonable amount of something. Give him like a little what's the what you
Stipend or
yeah,
something?
yeah, something like after you retire, you still get money,
Right.
yeah, because money put in. But it's just it's not considered as mainstream as other sports where there's a lot more benefits to it when you
True.
eat. Yeah. So
True.
yeah. So when you were done with the show, what was that thing you wanted to eat? What was that thing that was like Pookie New Jack City? It was calling me, man. It was calling my name. Man.
Listen, you're gonna laugh. Are you ready?
No, I'm not gonna laugh. Go ahead.
For weeks, my nickname in our team, I'm like a squirrel. I love nuts. I love all kinds of nuts. I can show you right now. I have a whole cabinet full of all kinds of gourmet nuts in my cabinet. And I had to like forego them for a long time. And so all I could think about was eating nuts, which I did. And I am like obsessed right now. I don't know why. I think maybe I was just lacking a whole lot of fat, so I'm really craving fats. But I just can't get enough of cottage cheese. For the last 2 weeks, all I have been thinking about is cottage cheese. So what I did after my show, I had cottage cheese, a whole tub of it, and I ate like a lot of nuts on the way home. Now, I was good, but I will tell you, there's a place in Orlando, Florida, because the show is there. I live in Daytona, so we go to Orlando a lot. And on Thursday, I went back down there and I stayed. So I didn't eat right after because I wanted to enjoy when I went down there. And we went to a Mexican place called Roscoe's Tacos. Oh my
Ooh.
God. Let me tell you what, people. If you are in Orlando, you need to go there. It was amazing food, amazing environment. The service was excellent. The guacamole, everything was great. So
Mm.
I had Mexican. It was delicious. I enjoyed my feel. And so, yeah, so that's what I was craving.
Well, I mean, I hadn't been to Orlando in a long time. We went with my family almost 20 years ago. Well, nearly 20 years ago. To visit. We went there. First time I went there was like around 96, 97, and then we went down there with a family thing around 2003. That's been a long time since I've been to Orlando with the Disney World. But yeah, I had an interview with a lady who said after her last show she wanted bread, just bread. And
Yeah. It's the
I mean,
simple things, right? It's the simple things that we want. You think, oh, they're going to want all this like gourmet food. No, it's
no.
just the little simple things.
Just simple as like I've talked to IFBB level says that, hey, I just want a burger or a steak,
Right.
or sometimes it's just a big cookie is enough for them. We got some people coming here. I think some friends of yours. We have here Carrie Hill. She says, Latoya, you are shining like always, cottage cheese and nuts. She laughing at shit. Also, we got Nicole Hoyer. I think she says she's an inspiration for us all. Love her foot and arms. And also, she said this. He says, "Eat up, little bit lady." Yeah, eat up. Yeah, because like I say, one thing is people need to understand this about bodybuilding. Food is part of the process, but
Yes.
you have to eat the right foods. I know. Everybody's simply like, okay, it's not just. I remember I did interview one lady. She said she ate a lot. She had gelatos while she was training. You realize gelatos not good for you when you're training.
Right.
You have to figure out a plan. We sit down like, you have a nutrition or you do your own nutrition.
I do my own nutrition, but my coach helps me, you know. Um, I'll tell you, my coach Harry sent me this video. I'll have to send it to you once we get off of here. But it says the guy is saying like, bodybuilding really is one of the hardest sports because like professional football, any other professional sports, I mean, they play their game and then afterwards they can go drink, they can go, go hang out, they're eating whatever they want. But bodybuilding really is after you get off the stage, then you have after the stage, which is still like a lot of diet and discipline and eating the right, you still can't just go eat everything you want in the off season. While you're training to get on stage, it's like 24/7 you're on. So, Yeah, it is. It is a really, really hard sport that people don't. I don't know. I don't think they realize just how intense it can be sometimes.
And also, it's a lifestyle change because you're changing things
Right.
that you're like, doing things that you used to do. Like, okay, like I know when the kids were younger, you'll go and stop at McDonald's, but you can't stop at McDonald's. You can't stay all night with your friends because I know some lady said, well, you used to go to the bar here, but you got to be in bed by 9 or 10 o'clock because you got to get up, do your cardio in the morning, or do you get or go to work before you go to work. Put in the work at the gym before you go into work. I mean,
Right.
it's a lot of changes you have to make. You have to be wholehearted. There's no hack to this because that's our lady who I follow. She posted that you have to be diligent when you get into this lifestyle. There's no hack to it. It's not as simple. We have Erica here again. He said, I gotta get to that name. I say Erica. You're like, hey, Ron, or like says, she comes into work with her meals prepped to a T. Ooh, yeah, and hey Erica, she ever tried some of your meals, or she's more? No, I can't eat that.
No, they love my food.
Mm.
I have the whole place smelling great. Even this was like for 2 weeks I ate fish, like just this last show. But and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm warming up fish to be honest. I'm sorry. And they were like, oh no, it smells great. It smells good. So just because you're in prep, you don't have to eat dry chicken. Okay. And ladies, message me. I will hook you up with those hacks. But yes, you can have good, flavorful food. So this prep really, to be honest with you, I mean, that was a lot. I wanted some cottage cheese and I wanted some nuts. A lot of stuff I wanted. But as far as the food I had to actually eat, I really didn't mind it that much. Normally I hate when I get to that fish stage. I'm like, oh, I can't even look at another piece of fish. But I was okay with it, because I've learned over the years that, you got to be able to eat this stuff.
Mm-hmm. So, what kind of what kind of fish you eat?
Oh my God, you're gonna hate it. I eat, which my friend, I have a friend at work, Erica, one of the case managers, has schooled me a little bit about different white fish that I can eat. But I tend to eat a lot of tilapia because it's just easy and it tastes good, healthy. I like salmon. I can't eat that. I like cod only if it's fried. So there's not a lot of fish that I like that I could eat baked. So I tend to eat that. But like I said, my coworkers kind of told me some other fish that are good, that are clean, low calories that I may be able to try. So I'll try that. I'm gonna try to venture out. But
I'll get suggested. My nephew, he loves it. Flounder. Says this is a pretty good fish. You ever tried
yeah,
that?
when if it's healthy, like cooked baked is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he likes it fried, so he's like me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Tell your nephew. Me too, but I can't eat that.
Well, I don't eat fish. Period. Yeah, I don't eat fish
Oh,
at all. Yeah,
really?
I don't
Oh,
know. No, I don't eat fish. I know. I did an interview. My friend Tina T.S. Williams. She was when she was prepping for the Rising. Her trainer, who is also Andrew Shaw's trainer. Oh, he had a prepper on fish. And she said, George, I hate this fish. I, said, I pick it up and say, well, but here
exactly.
we got here. This is for Carrie here. It says orange roughy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have to try that.
Oh, orange roughy. Yeah, that's news to me.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, I'm a country boy, man. We either eat spot croaker or sometimes catfish, redfish, redfish, green fish, redfish with barbecue kids. I'm sorry, I said my bubblegum mode, but
Well, my friend was telling me redfish is pretty good, so I'm gonna try some redfish.
yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think whatever works for you. We got here. This is from. It's a lot of names here. This is a long one here. This is from uh, Home Reservations by Hope Elizabeth Dutton. I just call you Hope. It says Latoya is such an amazing athlete, mom, wife, you name it. She is incredibly disciplined, consistent, and even dressed for work with her workouts in mind. So if she can grab a workout, she does. Well, I think you got a lot of friends. That's a long name. So I'm gonna call you Hope. So it's short, and it's good that you have support system. Because one thing, a lot of people find that bodybuilding is a sport that just can't understand. Like your family, are there any who still kind of like wondering what are you doing? What's this about?
My brothers do. They're always like, "You're too thin. What are you doing? Like, are you on steroids?" I mean, they don't get it, but so my so I do get that, but I'm like, I'm doing me. So just settle down and keep watching.
It's a mind your business.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's just everybody. It's just again, all people point fingers at steroids, but it's not the factor. The whole factor of the sport is a small portion of the sport. You have to follow a diet. You have to work out. You have to stay hydrated. You have to eat clean, as I've heard here. There's so much to it than just a little pill and pump it up. I mean, you will see more of it, in the mainstream sports, football, basketball. I do content on MMA. MMA fighter just got busted for taking steroids. It's a very people will point bodybuilding before that because you can't build muscle like that. But still, there's a lot of work to it. It's not as simple. We have here Hope again. He says, Hope works. Okay, yeah, thank you, Hope. I appreciate that. And you were saying we were saying the spin of the sport, and you're in a sport where you got to wear the clean heels. What was that? Did you? I mean, some ladies say they like wearing the heels. I remember getting one lady. Sometimes she does her workouts in her heels, like when she's on the tread machine.
Oh, my good friend Jess Foster is like that. She would wear them on the stairmaster. That's funny. Um, I don't mind the heels. I mean, I'm definitely like a kind of a tom girl at heart, but I have a little feminine side, so I don't mind the heels at all. I actually, I think I just in this last show, I feel like the heels allow me to kind of pose better than when I'm doing physique. I feel like I can kind of, I don't know, like the heels kind of help me feel like how I'm flexing on things. So I like my body better when I pose in heels.
hmm Now, after the Olympia amateur show, did you get to talk to judges, give a critique of what they like, what you need to do, what you need to fix, or because
Right. Well, they said I need to work on. I gotta, which I know it's kind of like this body has been 60 pounds heavier, multiple times with having children. So I get, and I'm older. I don't know. I'm 45. And I need to work on my glutes and just get them a little bit tighter and rounder. And my hamstring, my glute tie-in is what I have to work on. And I think they said maybe my lats need to be a little bit bigger, just to kind of help my V taper look better as a pro, once I get to that pro level. So I'm just going to try to work on those, keep working on those improvements um, and look out for the pro debut, I guess.
yeah, with hamstring, that's like a lot of leg work. What's your favorite exercise and least favorite exercise?
Um, ooh, I would say my coach has me do this exercise called like a glute unload, where you get the dumbbells and you're lunging and you put you have to tap the dumbbells down at the top of your foot and you go all the way down. And that has to be probably when I see that she wants me to do that, I kind of like die inside because it's so hard. And I squats are hard. I like them, but I also die a little bit inside when I know we're doing squats. I hate shoulders. I hate my shoulder workouts. Like I do not like training my shoulders. So my coach has to really, pull me to do them. And I always get the best compliments on my shoulders. So I'm always like, this is all my trainer. Trust me, it wouldn't be me. If it were up to me, my shoulders would be like non-existent because I don't like to train them.
Yeah, I know. Like, I think leg day is often the worst one. But I've interviewed some places they love leg day. That's crazy. You love leg day, but yeah, it's about like I said, especially in your division where which your shoulders and your back are the most important part of what presentation of your physique. You want to have that V taper where you pay attention to the upper part as much as you want the middle part. I know, like when I talk about especially figure, as you know, aspects of it is like it's a transition division for those women like you were bikini before and then you came up to figure and then then some women will evolve up. If you saw the Olympia, you look at people like Sydney Gillen, who's just I think she's just probably the best woman in the division. You look at Jessica Reyes Padilla, you look at Lola Montez, you look at someone like Wendy Fortino, you look at Church Richardson, who looks pretty good. I mean, it's just different aspects of how they want to grow. But then people are talking how I do this like how the divisions are starting to meld a bit. How even women in the figure division are looking more like physique when it first started. You go back to,
Right.
like people like Shanique Grant and the former champ, Natalia Quay, who were figure before. Ashley Jones, she was figure. She went to physique, and I think she's going to be going up to women's bodybuilding. And I talk about how divisions just start. Like, as you know, one of my favorite actors is growing up as a kid is Arnold. He's just I just destroys the neck. And it's not a tool man. I love doing the Arnold impersonation. I'm pretty good at it. But he kind of kicked out your division from his show, and he kicked out women's physique and he got women's bodybuilding because they said that we're not getting too bigger. But the thing is, it's about the development of the athlete. If you look at divisions
Right.
like wellness, how those women supposed to be, kind of, you know, oddly shaped compared to bikini. I say they don't want the girls to be too styrated. But still, when you start developing, you got to go. Like someone would want to fight. Say, I don't want to go to physique. I don't want to go to women's bodybuilding. But it's about genetics. And like I said, you have a very, you have good genetics. You're tall. There's good side genetics, and also you have good shoulder. You don't like do shoulders, but you have good shoulder genetics.
Right. Right.
Yeah, and it's tough, especially for a woman, because I think there's always debate about the femininity thing. How people say, "Well, I don't want to do this because I want to look less feminine," but it's up to you. Sometimes it's just about how you go with it. If you don't want to go too far, don't. But if you want to push the next level, it's just where you want to go as an athlete.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So anyway, like this, what would you like to see happen for yourself in the process as an IFBB pro?
What would I like to see happen?
Yeah, where you want to see more for yourself in the future.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I haven't. It's still kind of sinking in. I'm still kind of evolving into what I really want. Initially, to be honest, I just wanted to get this card, and I'm like, I just want to get this card, and then maybe I'll do a pro show, just kind of keep my body up, once a year and have fun with it, and that's where I'll go, being the age that I am. But I mean, who knows? Obviously, if I can continue to compete and continue to get better, and I can, if I can go as far as I can, I mean, who wouldn't want to be on an Olympic stage, right? Like, of
Yeah.
course, I would like to have that as a goal if I can get there for sure. And I'm gonna, I'm not gonna stop working. So why wouldn't I try to get there?
Yeah, because that's the thing. You have to find what works for you in this process. Now, everybody has a plan, or like the other guy who says, you know, I don't have a plan. I'm a dog chasing cars. I just love anarchy and chaos. And with your trainers and coaches are working with something like especially posing, your diet and everything. And also, like I said, you're 45. The master shows are really getting big. And you just had about just summer we had the Masters Olympia. It returned, but this had all divisions. Back in the day, the Masters Olympia was exclusive for the men's bodybuilding because
Right.
guys like I remember a guy like Lou Ferrigno, the Incredible Hulk, he competed that year. Some other guys who took a step back. And also, I think there's you said you live in Daytona. It's a show. I did an interview with a friend of mine, Jada Beverly. She just did that show last month, the Daytona Pro.
Yeah.
They do masters also. I did an interview with a lady named Angela. Angela's about your height too. She's like 5'10". She's a little taller, and she also competed women's physique and women's and figure in the masters. Because you can double dip in
Right.
that class. So like I said, you live in Daytona, maybe that'd be a show that maybe you want me to debut in. You don't have to travel too far. And
Right.
also, yeah, it gets you that open doorway. Okay, you know what? Let me try. Let me dip my feet in physique, and I dip my feet in figure. See how I go.
Right, definitely. So yeah, so that definitely I actually competed in the Daytona Classic as an amateur a few years and won overall in that. So it'll be really cool for that to be my debut, but we'll see what my coaches have planned. Right now I just want to, I'm enjoying just working out, not doing so much cardio, that's for sure. And I just want to work on improving me, and improving, making those improvements, and then we'll see as far as like a pro show.
Yeah, I'd say it's about the process and where you want to go and what the coach want to do with you. And I think you have a good future in sport. This is like I said, it's a tough sport, and it's not lucrative. It's not a little money. It's a hobby sport. And if this was more like mainstream, where there's more opportunity for you ladies, I think really, truthfully, the ones who make the real money is the men's open because they get more attention. Bikini gets a little bit more attention because it's more of a sport that's more aesthetically possible for some people. I mean, for some women, more people are always going to point women's bodybuilding as like, especially when the divisions where you have a lot more muscle. Y'all get more of a finger pointing at you because you're on this, you're on that, you're on that. But if people don't understand the process of the sport, and how what you got to do to get to that next level, you don't have to go to extremes, but you have to be smart. Was it a while ago we had a lot of deaths? People who died because either maybe just like just maybe there's genetic issues or just because they may have done something wrong. But you really have to really sit down and think about what you're doing when you get into sport. It's a lot of sacrifice, time,
Right.
money, sometimes mentally. I mean, there's times where I know your kids want to do something, but you got to miss it. I know there's times that you and Tommy want to go on a date night, but you got to rest for the next show, and it's just so much to this. That's why I say I give ladies like you who have all these responsibilities a lot of respect. And that's why I do this to give y'all recognition. Like, there's not a lot of people, especially on YouTube and other social media, give attention to you ladies. Like, there's myself, there's the Young Spot, there's the Female Bodybuilding Channel. There's my name he lives there in Florida too. David Bryant, he does a conversation with ladies in bodybuilding. But I think if you feel you have a love for the sport, I think you have a good future.
Yeah, I do love it. I do. I have definitely fallen in love with it. I want to see how far I can go. I'm excited. My goal, initially was, which I continue to do, is just hope to inspire women that you can work, you can be a mom, you can get older, you don't have to let yourself go. You can be healthy and look good too. So that is my main, mission, is to inspire other women to do the unthinkable, to tap into their potential, and know that, yes, girl, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it all. So I'm just excited to keep showing that and keep motivating and inspiring other women.
Yeah, it's like Rocky Balboa. It's not about how hard you can hit; it's about how you can take the hits and keep moving forward. Hey, yo, Adrian, I love the Rocky movies, except for the Creed's not that much. But Rocky's just inspirational, and you have to every day, especially as a woman, you have to keep pushing yourself because I know there's days you get up in the morning, you're laying there, you're like, I don't want to go to cardio, I don't want to go to the gym, I don't even want to go to
Yes.
work, and
Right. There definitely. And that's something that, to be honest with you, people, women and girls, they ask me, like, I don't know how you do it. Yeah, I don't know how I evolved here too. Because I remember my first show, my coach would tell me, I mean, I'm a nurse practitioner, like I said, I have a mom, I get up, I take my kids, I'm always early. And they would say, I'm like, I cannot get up, Shirley, and go work out before work because I'm already getting up early, Shirley, to go, to get ready for work. And I was like, I'll just do what I can do. And I did what I could. But, now it's like I look now and I'm like, oh my God, here I am getting up 4 o'clock in the morning, like most mornings. And I would get up and I would do cardio. I didn't come from 0 to 60. It's a process that we evolve. The more you see things, you accomplish something, you say, gosh, okay, I did that. Like, if I just push a little bit harder, I can do it. And before you know it, you're like a complete baddie. You're like, yes, I'm doing it. So women, yeah, you can do it. It starts. You're not gonna start having that, Sid type at work ethic. But if you just continue and you keep pushing, like, yeah, you will get there. You will get that work ethic. The more you go, the more you believe, the more you see yourself in that role and doing it, like, you will start to do it. You're gonna eat right, because you start, you kind of envision yourself, you see yourself in this successful, where you see yourself attaining your goal, you can do it. So
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing. It's that you got to look forward to the goals of what you accomplish. I know some situations some ladies always say, well, because they got so focused in sport, they lost friendships because they can't hang out and do this what they want to do. Sometimes the family's still not accepting of it, but they still love the sport, even the ups and downs. Sometimes there are times where you're in the medical field where sometimes you may not feel well. You try to push yourself, but then you have to, what, I need to get myself checked. And that's most important, that if you keep yourself in check, make sure everything's good and going, you can keep going on if you want to. But, when you get to that point where, what, I have to debate, is this worth my health and my life? I could, I could sit back from it and give myself some time to rejuvenate myself, or I could say, you know what, quit cold turkey.
Right.
Yeah. We got here. This is from Carrie Hill. She says, you know, Carrie says, it says, and accountable to each other. She checks in on me. I encourage her the same as yes, 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 yes to what she is saying. Do right, do this right healthy. Yeah, shout out to she has good friends here to coming through here. I mean, you get a lot of supporters, and that's good. She said again, it's good that you have these people that stand behind you, your kids, your man, your friends, your family. And like I said again, this is a tough sport. Now, there's a time I have conversations with ladies that they tell me, George, hey, I don't know if I want to keep on doing this. So I tell you, that's up to you want to do it or not. You can walk away. Sports always gonna be there. There's people who have
Right.
walked away and went on with their life, enjoyed life. But then also like that little part back here saying, you know what? Now that I feel like I'm rejuvenated, I want to come back. So
Yeah.
so anyway, instead again, you will talk with your coach and see what plan's going to be for next year. I mean, and whenever you're ready, you want to shoot me a link. I'll post it on. I'll like, hey, she's coming, folks, she's coming.
Yeah,
And
I will definitely compete next year. You will see more of Latoya.
yeah, like my other man was saying, yeah, can't wait to see this fine chocolate honey there. Yeah, I'm Jerome here. I'm a player from the Himalayas. Yeah,
Definitely. You know what I would like your viewers to do?
what?
Take a look at my page. They can look back at some of my suits. I would love to have some feedback on what they think I should wear for my next color because I'm definitely going to get another suit.
Well, that's good because because anybody like I said again who's followed like especially Carrie, all you girls out there and everybody else, go to her IG. It's in the description here. Go and give her a DM. Say what color you like. Maybe something a little blue, something a little chocolate, something a
Yeah.
little little gold. Like she had the gold leaves. You can do like or be like Prince who used to wear that hat with the lace covered in purple in the and does cry. 'Cause, yeah, but yeah, whatever you want. We're here to support you because you know what? I'm a fan of you ladies. I respect what you ladies do. I'm gonna admit this as I said again. She's wearing her tank top. She still looks in great shape. I'm a muscle pro smo. I'm trying to keep my muscle pro smos at the best calmness. I know. Lucky the other guy's not here. The other guys come here. They
Thank you.
say you're welcome.
All my weight is in the lower half. That's where all that food I've been eating is all down below.
Well, everything's here in the middle for me. But what we hear from Carrie says, uh, she says this. She says, "Purple, she is the queen." Oh, good. Purple work for her. Also, this is from Hope. He says, "Oh my goodness, I can't wait a new color." Well, Hope, you tell her what color you want. You have, buddy.
Yeah.
Also, this is from Nicole, who says, "Thank you for conducting this interview, George. Very inspiring. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate that. I do this because I would like to be, like I said, I'll take care of my mom for a good while. I've been a fan of bodybuilding for over 40 years. My brother used to collect the muscle mags. He used to play football here. My brother's been gone for about 20 years. And he was the one who got me into it. I grew up around about the Arnold Schwarzenegger area, Lee Labrada, Lee Haney, those guys. And then I get into my teenage years, my pubescent years, you ladies kind of just opened my mind. But then starting to do this content because I was dealing with my mother's stuff. And then started doing interviews after he passed. And just it gives me a purpose when I talk to ladies like you. And when I see y'all, you really inspire people. And I think, even with me, I think you inspired me because that's why I started losing weight. Because you know what? My family tell me, George, time for you to take care of yourself. Mom's gone, take care of yourself. And I talk to you ladies and I get, really how what you go through, not just as a wife, a mother, an athlete, a woman. And people need to recognize that you are a woman. I know people make comments saying, she's like probably around. Blah, blah. No, you're not. It's funny. It's always the guys who have boobs like me talking about you, women like you who probably be a man. No, it's about she is an athlete and she found something that inspires her and she's following her dreams. That's the good thing about that. Here we have here. Oh no, he just came in. Oh God. When I speak to the devil has come. This is my man Balls Deep. He says, peace and blessings, beautiful. He's a fan. Also, he says, smash that like button. Also, he says, good afternoon, gorgeous.
Good
Chicago in
afternoon.
here. And also, he says, shout out to Balls. He says, What up and salute. And also, this is from Hope. She said this. I love her in purple too. So I think I would say counting Hope. I think Carrie, you already have two calls for purple. Any other
Okay.
color people, you can shoot to her in her DMs in her IG. Instead again, the in the all her social media stuff in information in the description. Also, if you're someone out there, like I said, she look for a sponsorship, but have a genuine plan, guys. Don't be having that thing say, you know what, no, 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 not that. She's a wife, she's a mother, she has a respectful job. Have something that says, Mrs. Moody, I have a plan for you. Something which might work with your aesthetics. You're a very attractive woman. We might have something like a makeup design or a suit design we want to work with you with. We'll just sign a contract. We just want nothing more than you to model our product. And from there, we see what can grow with you. That's something you want to do. Those are genuine things that these women can use. I know a lot of ladies out there, they do the OnlyFans, do, excuse my French, ma'am, they do what we call the Beat the Meat websites. That's what they are. There's no, that's what we do. But I think if there's people out there who genuinely want to see these ladies grow and develop, give them a plan, something to work with. Approach them with something that really they would like to sink their teeth in. Be it a product, be it clothing, be it apparel. Even if you own a store and you say, "Hey, I might want you to represent a store." You can't like, "Hey, we'll pay for your next time you want coffee. We pay for coffee." Or you see in Publix, "Hey, pay for a gas or something." Gas has gone down a little bit now, but still, it helps her. She got kids to feed, man. We got here. My man Balls Deep. He says this. He says, "She's swole. She's sexy and swole as AF." And and he asked this. No, she don't get that because she's a respectful woman. Don't ask that, Ballsy. I shouldn't have sold it, but yeah, Ballsy. So anyway, we're not gonna hold her much longer. We do appreciate her time. We wish her best of luck, congratulations, and now be a new IFB Pro. I mean, as I said again, I think it should be more. Now, maybe more. Like you got to pay for like every year a card every year. I think it should be more benefits once you become like something like you get a discount if you go to a gym or supplement discounts. I think if the IFB have the money, they should put it into their talent. I know there's certain like levels, but if you're not the top level person, still try to take care of people coming to the bottom because as I said again, we fans come see you people. We come see you competitors. We don't come see the talent man. You don't come see any of the other people that work the shows. We come see y'all because you are the product for companies like NBC and the IFBB. And anything, they should take care of their product like supposed to.
For sure. I just want to thank all of my friends and everybody who came out and listened to this and support me. I hope they follow you and, look at more competitors and listen to the other women in this sport as well. So super excited. And just a shout out to my coaches and for everything that they've done and that, for getting me here. And thank you so much for, asking me to interview. I'm very humbled. So thank you.
You know what, ma'am? I like to say I don't hate to feel that I'm beholden to a woman, but it is one of my favorite movie characters. Batman would like to say when he said to Jim Gordon on top of that Gotham GCP, I says, "You never have to." I do this because, like I said, I like to be advocate for you ladies like yourself, who are, you're not the top stars. You're people who are, as I said again, you have your boots on the ground, 10 toes down. You're the ones who are keeping the sport going. I know, like I said, I love Andrea Shaw. I love to interview her, but when I talk to people like you who have a real purpose, you get the sport because you really love the sport, and we need people like yourself because you know what? If we have more people that support this sport, we have more competitors that want to be in it. And, I think that's what we generally need. This is from man Balls Deep. He says, he says this. She gained a new fan. There you go. And
Oh, thank you.
also he says, have a great day, sweetie. Her husband not like he call her sweetie, but he be cool with it. But yeah, I do. Like I said again, I do really give y'all ladies a lot of respect for what you do, what you go through physically, mentally, financially. There's a lot of stuff that people need to understand about the sport. I'm just an outsider. I'm just what stuff I've learned from my conversation with ladies like yourself, who have family, has kids, have jobs, who's trying to live your life and who have a fondness for this sport. I give you a lot of respect. I wish you all the best in your future. I'm hoping if somebody do watch this again, if somebody does watch this video, contact her if you're seriously interested in maybe set up for a sponsorship. You know, these ladies can use sponsorships. You know, it helps cut the cost of training, cost of travel. I mean, if you could be somebody say, you know what, tell her, hey, Latoya, I can set you up in a motel. You want to do a show? We just cover your motel fee and that's it. You're good. Everything else, maybe like she needs to shop or something like that. Little stuff there, to help out. But don't be looking for nothing in return. You just want to help athlete grow and develop. Here we got here. This is from Lisa Pace. I think she says she is my inspiration. Oh, thank you, Lisa.
Aw, thank
We,
you.
yeah. You say that to the friends, they all come and running, huh? But we'd like to thank again, like I say, we'd like to thank the lovely Mrs. Latoya Moody. We'd like to thank all the people who came here, Hope, Carrie, Erica. I'm gonna pick on that name. I mean, now I got you know, uh, and my man, Balls Deep, my man KL, the Wanderer. Here, Balls, he says like, Fit Out Apparel is doing sponsorship for female bodybuilding. Fit Out Apparel. I'm going to see. I'm going to find that. And I'll send it to link to her. And because a lot of these people, like one thing, like Wings Strength just had a basketball program that was great, but now they don't have it more because Jake. And I always got to do it to say his name. Yo, Jake. I want that money. I want that gun. And Jake, I know we got his pocket. He runs the Olympia. Hey, Jake, you got enough to take care of me for at least a year. But if anyone's genuinely interested, this lady has a great story. Watch her, go on her social media, look at it, watch the video, and listen to it. She's very articulate, smart, a very lovely chocolate lady. I mean, I love my chocolate sister. I said I grew up with my mother, three older sisters. And one of my jobs, I used to work. A couple of my jobs, I had a bunch of jobs when coming up. Holding down two jobs at one time. I was working textiles, all day with women. And then one time I was working in a strip club all night with women. So I'm used to women. So but but I really respect someone like yourself who loves this sport, who loves what you're doing. And that's the good thing. If you love what you're doing, you have a good life. And like I said, and to quote the other guy, if you're good at something, never do it for free. He had to say something. So anyway, like I said, thank you, Miss, Ma'am, Madam, Lady, dear. I'd like to thank you for your time. I like to appreciate. Wait a minute. This is from the coach. It says, he says, don't forget about the white chocolate too. Well, Nicole, does Nicole compete or she just.
She's an athlete. I mean, she trains with my coaches. She doesn't compete,
Oh,
but she looks amazing. She could.
yeah.
She'd be
Wait,
a beautiful bikini, tall drink of chocolate or tall drink of vanilla.
chocolate
No.
vanilla.
White
I'm no.
chocolate. She's beautiful.
Milk chocolate. I mean, melt your hands down your mouth. Okay. But like I said, Nicole, if come on and talk about your story, you're welcome. Like I said, I give any opportunity to somebody who wants to share the story, who got into fitness, and just or like I said, this is your inspiration. Go ahead, get into a show, pick something small, local. It's just about taking a leap of faith. And sometimes the quote, Thomas Wayne says to son Bruce, why do we fall, son? Because we learn to pick ourselves up. Once you know me, I'm a big Batman fan. I just like, hey, I love the whole trilogy of the movie. And I love Batman himself because that's what makes him so great. Batman, what makes great Batman a great. He's not a hero. He's a detective. He's smart. He can do things that pushes the human boundaries, and that's what people aspire to do. So anyway, folks, we enjoyed this conversation with the lovely Latoya Moody. We hope all the best in the future for her. If we don't see her next year, maybe down the road, like I said, bodybuilding's gonna be here. As long as we have competitors like her and all these up and comers coming here and people who have a love and a passion for bodybuilding, the sport's gonna be here as long as he wants. So anyway, folks, if you want to follow her social media stuff in the description. If you're interested, you have a plan for a sponsorship or something you want to work out with, that will help out. But guys, said it again, she has a big son and a big husband. And I'll keep telling you guys, I know you're not gonna listen because you're sick freaks. I know there's an old smoke say, when you ladies rock hard, we'll rock hard. No D-pics. Stop it. Get some help. Come on. Be cool. Okay. So anyway, ma'am, I'd like to thank you again. I also
Thank
want
you.
You're welcome. We also shout out Nicole. Nicole, you want to get ready? Go ahead and jump in. Follow your leader. I think Lisa. I think Hope, Carrie, Erica. My man Balls Deep. Anybody who watched this video, like, comment, share, follow us on social media, support. Latoya in her path. Also, like I said again, if you have a plan for her next suit, send her a DM, shoot it. Like I said, it's in the description. I think we got 2 counts for purple. I would say you check your DMs later. You might have like 3 or 4 more counts for purple, maybe gold,
Okay.
wherever you works for you. But like I said, man, we appreciate your time. We wish you best of luck, and thank you for stopping through. And have a great future. And tell Tommy to keep his job.
Thank you.
Okay.
I
Really.
will. All
All
right.
right. All right.
Bye.
All right, bye. Folks, we appreciate the lovely Mrs. Toya Moody. Thank y'all for coming through. This is me all the way to George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Vitamin Talk. Don't like, subscribe. Good evening and good night.